I'm live. Hey, this is Garage Geek. Hope everyone's okay out there. I just decided to do an impromptu live stream because I'm supposed to be cleaning and organizing. And, this gives me an excuse not to do it. Like, I am surrounded by stuff that I need to organize. Honestly, half of it just needs to go, but I don't want to. I just don't have the space. Wah, wah, wah. So I just decided to do a live stream anyway. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. All right, so I've got a stack of books that I want to put in Mylar. What's that? And I just want to, start Mylaring and showing off some books, whether there's people here or not, and there aren't any. Well, that's what you get, Garage Geek, for doing something on the fly. All right. So the first book I'm going to do is this Kid Cult Outlaw. Now, I don't like when covers do panels like this, but it's still a pretty cool comic. So this is a 20 center. It's number 172. And this one is Gary Friedrich writer, and the whole bullpen are the artists. Okay, that's interesting. So there's the splash page, and it's called The Wrath of Rammer Rankin. Rammer Rankin. Hey, I think I met Rammer Rankin in my youth. All right, so this looks like a Silver Age book. So let me go ahead and see. Yeah, that's going to fit in the Silver Age Mylar. Usually 20 cents, and some 25 centers are Silver Age, I've found. And so let's see how this is going to look. My dog jumped. Let's see how this is going to look in the Mylar. Oh, wow. Look at that. It just pops. Rammer Rankin, he's popping. All right, let me put some tape on that. So I might put out a chat later today. I just got a lot going on. I moved a chair out of my garage, which opened up a lot of space. But I did something kind of big for me. I bought an iMac because I'm tired of putting out low quality videos, and I'm going to try with streaming a bit more because I'm interested in a program. Basically, I'm always interested to see what I can do with green screen and with different programs. And with this old MacBook that I have, it's just not working. And so I took the plunge. I'm paying, $150 a month for, I think, a year. Yeah, something like that. And I was like, you know what? You deserve it. I mean, I buy a lot of stuff anyway. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show is this 12-cent Donald Duck. So this one is called The Overnight Hero. And then look what it says here, continued inside. So do they actually like start the comic on the cover and then continue it? I don't think so. But anyways, there's the splash page. Not really much of a splash page. But Donald Duck is... Oh, here's Goofy and the Gold Miner. Yeah, so this one is Golden Age. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that. It does have a slight spine roll, but that's okay. I get a lot of my Golden Age in bulk, and I get others for pretty cheap. And so, I didn't pay much for this comic, and I'm totally okay with imperfections in older books when I get them for cheap. Well, hi, Sleepy Reader. I think you're the first. Thank you for jumping in. Remember, you can always jump on if you want, but no pressure. I'm just Mylar in some books, and I'm showing off this Donald Duck 12 center. Oh, I forgot to look up the issue number. Ooh, the next one is a really beautiful Tom and Jerry. Let's look at this. Oh, Sleepy. The first one I did, you might not have seen it, was Kid Cult Outlaw. Look at how cool that is. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing. Okay, so the next one I'm going to Mylar is this beautiful Dell. Look at this. Tom and Jerry. This is before the gold key label. I love that. Although I do like the gold key because that's when they had a lot of the painted covers that I really, really love. And yeah, so look at this book. So it's cute, right? Because Jerry is, I had to think, is he Tom or Jerry? Jerry is also watering his plant. How cool is that, right? So this is Tom and Jerry. It's a little bit chewed on the back. That's okay. Look at this cool ad on the back. New craft jet puffed marshmallows. Who knows what they injected in that thing to get it right. I saw this was coming, that this was coming on the 7th. What does that mean? Did I put the wrong date? Who knows what? I just did it really fast this morning, so hopefully it won't open up again on the 7th. Wait, this is the 7th, isn't it? Well, yeah, I'm confused, Sleepy, because this is the 7th. You don't want to confuse. I'm confused enough as it is. So there's the interior of it. This is from May of 1960, and it's number 190. And of course, Dell Comics are good comics. But yeah, look at this Walt Disney Squeeze toys. Look at those. Look how cute those are. I bet those go for a lot of money right now. So this is definitely a golden. This is almost worth giving a clear backing board. So let me go ahead and slide this beauty into the Mylar. Let's see how this cover is going to pop in that Mylar. YouTube showed you the wrong date. I probably am responsible for that. I hurriedly set it up about 15 minutes ago, then ran in the house, went to the bathroom, was at TMI, grabbed some Ricola because I haven't spoken in a while, so I didn't want to lose my voice. Okay, let's see how this is going to look. So, are you ready for the reveal? Jun, jun, jun. Okay, it still looks a little raggedy, but I really like it. Maybe it's because the colors are a little bit dull on this. They faded, but I still think what a gorgeous book that is. I probably got it for under $1. Okay, what? Oh, it is. My iPad says it's the 5th. I think probably if you hook, what do I say? If you hook your iPad to the internet, it probably updates, or maybe you go into the date and you fix it. I had that problem with the computer at school, and things wouldn't update and things wouldn't align because the date was wrong. It's crazy. Oh, you think it was improved? Cool. All right, the next one we're gonna do is this Weird Worlds Presents Iron Wolf. And I'm just fascinated. Oh, this is a Kaluta cover, by the way, so it's really cool. But I'm just fascinated why she's in these leggings and heels. Like, well, I guess he's wearing heels too. Thigh-length boots. And they're both they're just not dressed for battle. I don't know. Maybe some barbarians dress for battle that way. Iron Wolf is a barbarian. Oh, and isn't this the character? Isn't this the character that was taken from Atlas or something? There is another Iron Wolf the Barbarian. I'm not sure about that. So this is a 20 center. It's a number 10 of Weird Worlds. It's got a Chaykin splash page, which that's interesting. Let's go ahead and look at this Howard Chaykin splash page. Now I know you're not a big fan of Howard Chaykin, Sleepy. I have no opinion here or there, but that's not a bad splash page. I mean, look at her on the ground. She lost her hose and her high heels somewhere along the way. But he still has his thigh boots. So let's go ahead. This has got to be silver. Uh-oh. This one might even be regular. No, I think it's silver. All right, let's put this sucker in the Mylar, see how it's going to look. So, Sleepy, I went ahead last night and I pulled the trigger and I bought that iMac. So now I have to hurriedly get a desk and a chair, and I want them both to be white. And that means the chair that I took out of this garage, I have to bring it back. And my garage is going to be very crowded. And I'm a little bit stressed because I have a visitor coming in from out of town. And I don't know if he's going to see my garage or not, but it's just a nightmare. And I don't want him seeing this horrible garage conditions. All right. What do you think of that Kaluta cover? Look at him. If my beard weren't gray, I'd probably look like that actually when I had a beard. Um, that's before he looked like Howard Chaykin. Oh, congrats. It'll be brilliant. Literally. Right? That screen. Oh, here we got one of my I no, I love it, but I'm just stressed because, I want to show off and, you know, but what can you do? Like my life is just it's never going to be a showcase. I can make what's on the screen look okay. Like even here, you can see a whole style of stack of junk back there that I got to deal with. I think those are the comics that I mylar'd the last time. So here we got a Ripley's Believe It or Not. I love these things. Look at his hand is catching on fire. And this is a 15 center. True ghost stories. Curse of the Shroud, the Headless Conquistador. Herney the Hunter. Is that Hearn? Hearn the Hunter? Hearn? This one. What how do you say that name? Herney the Hunter. And Armies Armies of the Doomed. Weird, eerie, and authentic. Of course, the interior isn't as nice, but hey, these are just beautiful comics. It doesn't say what number this one is, and you have to hunt a lot to try to find it. But this one is copyright 1969, so at least I was born when this came out. Don't out yourself, Sleepy. We're trying to keep it a secret. Okay, so this one, even though this is a 15 center, it's falling under the silver category. So it's getting a silver Mylar. Oh, okay. So the Mylar really brings out the imperfections in the spine, but I still think this is a gorgeous cover. I mean, I love these painted covers. Look at these. Let me get rid of your comment. It's blocking, as Donald Rex would say. There we go. Sleepy, you don't have to stay here and watch this. This is just me mylaring. It's boring. And I did it on the slide. I mean, on the slide, on the fly, just so I wouldn't have to clean. Oh, look at this next one. This is a 10-cent Robin Hood. Now, this thing is falling apart. But to be able to own something like this, I know I didn't pay a lot for this. It says $10 on it. Oh, no, that says number 108. I don't know. But you can tell it definitely needs a cleaning. It's gray. I mean, brownish. But a 10-cent comic. I just think that it's fascinating that I can own that for a couple dollars, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out. Oh, yeah, this thing is in rough condition. Oh, and look, the artist is Friends with Benefits. All right. When I open this up, it's called The Nameless Night, and we got this half splash page. It's a pretty cool comic. I can smell it. Oh, let's see. Oh, Sir Gallant of the Round Table. I want his haircut. Let's see. What year did this come out? 1957. That's 11 years before I was born. To me, that's just crazy that I can own that. The publisher is me. Yeah, modern. Let's see what it says. Robin Hood, the Silver Publishing Company. Yeah, it's like really blurry. I can't tell who the publisher is. Like it says Silver or Silver Publishing Company, but then the cover says me. Yeah, you're right. That's weird. But I like the artist as Friends with Benefits. Oh my gosh. This thing might be a silver size unless I wonder if they trimmed it. Let's see. It just fits on a silver. I'm not going to try it. This is a little bit fragile, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in a gold bag. Even if there's going to be extra, because if I jam it into a silver, it's not. Number one, when I want to read this, I'm going to really struggle to get it out of the silver bag. Oh, it's looking good. Let me get that tape. Are you ready for the big reveal? Here we go. Wow. This is gonna look good in the drawer, like with my other 10 centers. I'm already fantasizing about how it's gonna look. Um, I think for me, this is what comic collecting is about. It's these 10 to 20 centers. Um, I'm toying with the idea of going through my collection and getting rid of the 75 centers and above that I don't like the covers of. It's just I don't have space, and I've got a lot of comics that are nice, but they're putting them out in collected editions, and if I don't like the cover, then why should I keep it? But there's just I don't know. The next one is this Superboy in the Legion of Superheroes. And look, we have Timberwolf. Now, I don't know. Look at her outfit. Wow. Um, I don't know if Timberwolf was supposed to be DC's answer to Wolverine. I don't think he hit, obviously, like Wolverine did. But as a kid, I liked his character. Maybe, I don't know if Timberwolf came first. Now, this is Dead Hero Live Executioner. The art is by Dave Cockrum. Okay, he started the X-Men. Not started, but revamped. There we go. What do you think about that splash page? A new tale of Legion of the Superheroes. Wow, look how Superboy goes through time in one panel. That's actually pretty cool. I always liked how they showed Superboy going through time. Wow, I'm just looking at this Cockrum art. It's cool. Look at that very Klingon spaceship. Okay, let's get this in Mylar. So this is number 197 of Superboy. Oh wait, I grabbed the golden. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, and this is still Superboy starring the Legion of Superheroes. This is number from 1973, and this is probably when the title was going back and forth. There'd be a Superboy issue, then a Superboy and a Legion. Yeah, totally collecting all this era of Superboy. Oh, sorry, you made some comments I didn't see. I had that Legion issue as a kid. I don't know if I did. I went back later, and I was getting older issues, but I didn't get a lot of them. And so, 1973, I would have been 5, and so I don't know if I had this issue when I was a teen. Great cover, thank you. Oh, up and Adam, how are you? So let me just say, Sleepy, if you don't know Up and Adam, he's really a good artist. And the thing is, he's actually getting a lot of commissions from people now. So Up and Adam, I hope you up your price because you're in demand, number one. And number two, creating that art that you do is, amazing. So if you're not aware of him, he's been sending out pictures of people that he's done on their favorite comics. And like, for example, he did Halia as Dazzler. That was priceless. Ooh, there's a Beard King Picker. What's that about? I'm always amazed that Superman doesn't use his time travel abilities to solve more problems. Yeah, like he did in the first movie. I love that part where he turns the Earth backwards. Well, hello, Beard King Picker. I do not know you, but that name is phenomenal. I want to find out what that's all about. I'm going to your channel afterwards, and I'm checking out your beard, or maybe you just pick other people's beards. I'm jealous, Dave. Ooh, there's Big Nasty. Hey, Big Nasty. I'd love to do a live stream with you soon if you'd like. No pressure though, because I'm annoying. Um, is David saying he would pay $1,000 for a sketch? I didn't say I'm asking for one. Big Nasty, lol. Hello. And then thanks. Thanks about the beard comments. All right, let's get back to Mylaring. So, oh, you're gonna like this one, Sleepy, because I know this series started out with Kirby. So here we have Challenge of the Unknown, and I actually started reading the collected edition. I think I got to around issue 10 or 15. It was actually a lot of fun. It was very reminiscent of the Fantastic Four in the early days. So here we go. We're being trapped like butterflies with no chance of escape. This is number 78. And let's see. I don't know who the cover artist is. I mean, it could be Byrne. I keep saying Byrne. Kirby. Oh, this is a great splash page. Look at this. You got the floating heads up there. You got this action panel. I'm still not sure who the artist is. Master Skin Diver. What that? This guy, Professor Haley, he's touted as a master skin diver. I don't think I ever made the level of master when it came to skin diving. Rocky Davis. Oh, wait, here's a splash page on the next page. Usually these comics have 3 or 4 splash pages throughout them. Lol, I don't pick other people's beards. Oh, darn. I was going to grow it back to let you pick it. Sounds awesome. Oh, about doing a live stream? I hope so. I think I roped Dope in to doing one. I might do a live stream with him next Saturday. He's foolish to have me on. First time reseller, most all books. Oh, most all books. Okay, so I'm gonna remind me of that. Sleepy, I might ask you to remind me of that if I forgot it. Most all books. Many thanks, David. Oh yeah, Up and Adam. I'd love to do a live stream with you. Hey, that goes for anybody out there. I've been kind of not doing live streams like I used to, and I'm trying to get back into it. So I would love to do a live stream with you, Up and Adam Comics. Adam, sweetie, there's a bromance going on there, and I'm not involved. Tugs and squishes, Rich. Oh, okay. I'm getting FOMO right now. All right, so let's go ahead and put this right into the Mylar. This one already is in nice condition. It's got a little bit of a stamp right there on the W, as you can see. A date stamp, which was kind of common for comics back then. I don't even think when they, when in the CBCS or CBC, I don't think they knocked for that. If there's a date stamp on it. Good. Oh, both of you, as you probably know, I'm on Instagram. I'm on it all the time. No, I'm only basically on Instagram to share contact information. So if you look me up. I'm David Molinaro, and you'll know me. I'm wearing a ball cap, and I got a heart behind me. It was just don't ask, but that's how you get a hold of me. So what do you think of this? Wow, that pops. The Isle of No Return. They must have returned because they did more issues after that. Ooh, look at this cool one. Here we got an Adam Strange. Look at this blockhead. The weapon that swallowed men. Do you need to be a weapon to swallow men? I don't know. Let's go. Look at that. So this is Strange Adventures, and they added Adam Strange to the title, and so the cover artist is Murphy Anderson. I'm not familiar with him, and oh, look at this gorgeous splash page. So this one is number 224 from 1970. So I would have been 2 years old. Story by Gardner Fox, and wow, the art is by Carmine Infantino, and I didn't even realize it. He is one of my arch nemeses. But the art actually looks really nice here. It's not all crazy like he normally does. Okay, and then here's the Attack of the Giant Dogs. Oh Lord, the Atomic Knights. How are they going to deal with the giant dogs? Okay, this one is a Silver Age, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a Silver Age bag. But how cool is this? The green on this just pops, and that really juxtaposes with the pink of Adam Strange's outfit. He really pulls off that pink. Here we go. What do you think of that? Wow, that's a cool cover. I mean, there's a lot to be desired with how they handle their weapons. I don't know. I don't think that's very efficient. Carmine when he was still good. Yes, I shouldn't bag on Carmine Infantino so much, but man, as a kid, any issue that had Carmine Infantino art, I was just so disappointed. Yeah. Ooh, this next one is cool. This should be a jewel in my collection. Look at this. This is Kona, Monarch of Monster Isle. Look at that beauty. That painted cover beauty. Look at that. You know, I got that probably for $1 or $2 because I'm cheap. So let's get this sucker in a Mylar. So this is Dell 12 center, and it's from 1963, 5 years before I was born. We open right up on the action. They're like flying out of a waterfall. Over here, they give you some creature lore. A lot of Dell comics actually try to inform you. Oh, look at this. This poor woman's getting ready to be mandibled. Yeah, Kona is cool. And then look, hey kids, you'll shoot your eye out. Here we go with the Daisy rifle. All right, is this going to be silver? Ooh, it's a tough call. Uh-oh. This one perfectly fits in a silver with no room. Ooh, I hate when that happens. So, what do you think? Should it go in the golden? Oh, 12 centers. Are 12 centers normally golden or not? You know what? I'll put it in the golden. I don't want to jam it. Because then when I want to read this comic, I won't be able to pull it out. It'll be jammed in there too tight. All right, let's just slide this Kona into this Mylar. Wow. Wow, look at this. This is a good book. How long have I been on? Okay, 30 minutes. I haven't even dented this stack. I need to go faster. I'm just a slow Mylar talker. Okay. Let's do another one, another Dell. This is a 10 center. Look at that cool cover. I love these painted covers so much. So this is Milton Caniff. Steve, oh, he must be the artist or the creator. Steve Canyon. The heart, sorry, I can't read, the heat barrier. Steve had to break it or burn up. So he must be the person inside the rocket, not the guy in the Jeep. So I think Steve Cannon is one of those older franchises that I've actually been trying to get. They have reprinted them like they've done the Spirit. And so, yeah, I think they're reprints of old comics. So there you have it. This one, again, is Dell from 1958, 10 years before I was born. And look, I love it how they finished the comic on the back cover. They used up everything. No, because I actually have to do some work. And I haven't really eaten. I ate a breakfast, and then when I'm done with this, a very small breakfast. When I'm done with this, I know I'm going to be ready for lunch. So at 1:15, I definitely have to go in for lunch. But let's slide this into the Mylar. Are you ready for the reveal? Wait, let's get the tape on it so you're not distracted by the lip. We wouldn't want the lip to distract you. Look at that. Wow. What do you think? Which one is better? Is Kona better or Steve Canyon? I don't know. I think this one's better, actually. This has the better content. I mean, giant ants, loincloths, men in loincloths. Come on. But look at that. That's just really, really cool. So I think Steve Canyon won that battle. Yeah, let's get. Oh, I want to do this one because I really think Steve. What's his name? Steve Fury. Nick Fury looks so cute there. I mean, even though he's missing an eye, I want to meet. I want to meet him right there. Not the way other people draw him, the way this guy draws him. Who drew this? Let's see. It's upside down. All right, Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, a 15 center. It's number 89. Trapped in Hitler's Reichland, Fury fights alone. Look, he's getting ready to shoot some Nazis, although he's going to get it too. Alas, the origin of Fury's eye patch. Wow. I guess a Nazi shot his eyeball out. Let's go ahead. I think I've read this one. Oh, yeah, he looks kind of nice there too. Nick Fury's a badass. All right. I'm looking. I'm trying to find the artist, but this splash page is kind of neat. And oh my gosh, that's me as a kid. That's me now. I'm still a wimp. Oh, look at this. Is that Dum Dum Dugan falling with his giant penis gun right there? Overcompensation, Dum Dum. Dum Dum, is that what his name is? Dum Dum Dugan? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I can't find out who the artist is because I like how he draws Nick Fury. Okay, this one, is this going to be a golden or a silver? I think it's a silver. Yeah, it's a silver. Let's go ahead and get this, but it's going to be no, it's going to be okay. It's not too tight. This one has a little bit of dings, like the corners dinged up. But let's go ahead and slide that in. Wow. Ooh, this looks good. Smashed in this Mylar. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Nick Fury. Look at him. There you go. Yeah. Ooh, blue eyes too. I want to meet that guy. I guess I got to go hang out at the Nazi bars. He'd probably just shoot me anyway. All right, let's go ahead. Not in the way that I want. Okay, I want to talk about this. I've got this giant Tarzan, and it's very much like newspaper. Touching this thing is not a pleasant experience. It kind of leaves, I've cleaned it, and it just leaves like residue on your fingers. I don't know. It's just like dust has like settled into this book. But it's so cool. It's really thick, and it's got amazing art in the interior. It's just such a fun issue. But I mean, as soon as you open the cover, it jumps right in. But it's just made out of like newspaper. It's very strange, this thing. But I do want to protect it. I mean, that's great art. It's a shame that this isn't more of a traditional cover because that's a pretty cool art piece. Sorry, it's dark there. I mean, I don't know. I like the way he's drawn there, but I don't know if this is going to fit in the golden age because it's so thick. I'm going to try, and this is a 25 center, and it's from. Wow. So this one is copyright 1965, but then the material is also copyright 1952, 1950, 1949. So these are definite reprints of older Tarzan comics, put into a giant size form with like a cheap newspaper cover. Now, I think I have a couple of these. Oh, the cover is a little bit. Let me put that cover the way it should be. I have a couple of these issues. Wait, I didn't put it on the right side. And they're hard to get in mint. Like they're, it's really weird. It's like I said, this newspaper type feel. And let's see if it's gonna fit because it's so thick in this Mylar. Sometimes when I try to put books like this into the Mylar splits. And I can even see that it's probably too tight. And it's pushing down the edge of the book. Ooh. We're about to split some Mylar on this show. Okay, I jammed it in there. I don't know if I'll ever get it out without splitting the Mylar. This might be an issue that I just never read. Beer goggles for comics. So what do you think? So like I was saying, as it goes in, you can see how it kind of curves the side of the comic. Especially because this one had a little bit of a roll. So this is kind of pushing it down. I don't know, maybe I should take it out of this. It's already kind of straining at the edges of the Mylar. I don't know. This is just one of those weird comics. But the next Mylar up I have is magazine size. And it wouldn't look good in a magazine size Mylar. Mylar is beer goggles for comics. Yep. Okay, let's find an interesting one. Ooh, how about this? Worlds Unknown #4. We've got aliens with weird humps, and we've got space. We've got a man in, what do you call those things? Not a loincloth. A thong. He's got his thong on. Maybe he was snatched from the beach. I don't know. But here he is, Worlds Unknown. Man versus monster while the Earth's fate hangs in the balance. Well, this Earth's going to die because that thing's definitely going to beat him. Come on. So, this is very much like Arena, the Star Trek show. Speedo, thank you. He's got a Speedo on. Why are you thinking about Speedos, Big Nasty? Here we go. Man versus monster. And let's open it up. This is #4. Holy crap! It's got another cover inside. That's so weird. All right. So somewhere out there's a coverless comic. Oh, look at him. That's a great splash page. He like crawled. Oh yeah, you could see him. Maybe he's being hurtled to the planet like that. I don't know. But yeah, look at him crawling. This one's going to be a fun read. So it's Jerry Conway, scripter, John Buscema and Dick Giordano, artists. Wow, what a powerhouse on that. Oh, look, they have an older comic in here too. Look at the art on that. Yeah, I actually should just read this one right now. Guys, are you ready for me to sit down and read this comic to you? Now, oh, look, and in the comic, the monster's red. Hey, he's green on the cover. Why did they do that switch? Okay, this is most likely a silver. As you can see, this one is really, can you see it? There's a lot of wrinkles in this one. This is where Mylar is going to make this shine because that thing is going to smash it down and smooth it out. Double covers are weird, huh? It's so surprising to open it up and see that. His shorts are on the verge of destruction. Oh, is that in there? I want to find that part. Double covers are cool. Yeah, I love those double covers. It's weird to just open it up and see it like that. I should make a note on here somewhere. Hey, double cover. And it's funny. I've seen people who they grade both covers. Like they give this one a 4.5, but the interior cover will be 9.0 or something. Like silly. Unless one of you out there did it, then you're fabulous. Let's see. What do you think? I've got 20 more. See how it like kind of smooths out? No, you can still see a little bit here. But see how it really makes this magazine pop? This comic book, this comic magazine. All right, now I promised some magazines. So I'm going to actually skip to some. Now, the problem is I'm probably not going to Mylar them right now. And I have my comic magazine Mylars, but I couldn't find the backing boards. And so I really don't want to Mylar them without the backing boards, but I do want to show some off. So I was going to Mylar this Erie number 4. Yeah, I think the Mylar really does a lot for this. Lead paint. You should put a sticker or something on it identifying it as a double cover. Yeah, I think I'm going to, because I'll forget. And then, thanks to Sleepy, I have the Spirit number 1. Look at this. This is a jewel in my collection. And I have number 2. I need to put these in Mylar. But actually, I'm absolutely going to read these this summer. I was reading Spirit for a while. I got off of it. I need to get back. I mean, this stuff is just gold. Here's number 5 of the magazine. And the great thing about these is when you open it up, he always has, well, not always, but the splash pages are what's really fun with a Spirit comic, because you're always looking for the word spirit in there, but they're so well done. There you go, some boobs for everybody. And then I also have this Rook number 3. Now that just screams Buck Rogers to me. But I'm trying to actually get all of the Rook magazines. It's a very strange adventure because oh, look at this. Art and this illustrator Alex Toth. Look at that in the middle of it. Now, he time travels. I don't know. There's just so many weird things going on with the Rook that when I started reading it, I was really confused because I don't have issue number 1. And in fact, he actually started in Eerie or Creepy. And so I need to get those issues so that I can follow the story, because it's a little bit weird and convoluted because he's jumping through time. He's like a swashbuckler jumping through time. I don't know. And he meets other people that are very like Doctor Who-ish. It's very strange. Now, this one I already put in Mylar, but I saw it and I'm like, nope, I got to show it because this is so beautiful. Look at that. That's probably one of the best covers I own from the Golden Age. Look at that. And it's not an expensive cover, but in Mylar, this thing just pops. I think I Mylar'd this one in a show before, but look at that. I don't have all the issues of Spaceman. I think I have about 3 or 4 of them, and they're all worth getting. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and look at this for a little while. Okay. It's such a beautiful comic. All right. You guys in the comments, I've got some more Dells. I've got some DC. I've got some Marvel. What would you like me to Mylar next? Because we're coming near the end. I got 15 minutes left, and I've got this huge stack to go through. First one in the comments who writes, I'll go ahead and Mylar that. Probably no one's paying attention. I should learn not to do audience participation because no one's really watching me. Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and just pick one. You know what? I'm going to do this Thor because it's a really cool cover. So here we go. This is a Thor, a 15 center. Oh, Big Nasty, you said Dell. Thank you. Thank you, Big Nasty. All right. So I have 3 Dells. I want you to choose again, but that's not a good idea. I've got this Daffy. I've got this Bob, Son of Battle. Look at that gorgeous cover. And I've got this Fury. Which one should I do? They're all cool. Oh, you don't even notice, but there's like a piece missing on this cover. I don't care. I think Mr. E gave me this one. And I'm very thankful because I think he got another copy and he gave me this one. I'm not sure about that. But you know what? It doesn't even matter to me. This is such a cool comic that I don't mind the little imperfections like that. And this one is from 1961. Seriously, 1961. And the interior art is just fun. So I guess this is based off of a TV show. A lot of the Dell properties were. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one in a Mylar. Okay, so up and at 'em, I will do the Daffy next. And Tempo Roboto, what do you mean by Mylar? Aren't they already in sleeves? Okay, we have an initiate here. It's time to teach. And Tempo Roboto, thank you so much because you've been commenting on a lot of my videos. So I'm about ready to do some teaching here. All right, so most bags are polypropylene, and which are fine. Mylar is a different material. So when you look at this, also there's different thicknesses. So when you look at this comic versus this, you can see a clear difference. Like this makes your comics pop. Also, over time, polypropylene will bleach your comics and stick to your comics. So you need to change them about every 10 years or so. These last a lot longer. But when you actually look at them, so hey, this is an old beat up comic, but man, I think it looks gorgeous. So now watch. So here it is in the polypropylene. I'm going to go ahead and take it out of this sleeve, this old, dirty, ugly, nasty sleeve. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to talk about the backing boards as well. So most backing boards are really thin, and in my collection, I like to use the thicker backing boards because I really think they make the comics pop. And so when I take this comic, so first of all, let's go ahead and look at it. It's a really cool Daffy, still 10 cents. It's from 1959. And I mean, it's just a cool comic. And so I'm going to go ahead and put it on the thicker backing board. And then I'm going to slide it into the Mylar, and hopefully you're going to be able to see the difference. Maybe you could take a picture of the before and the after. So I'm going to go ahead and slide that into the Mylar. Let me put the tape on. Now, the huge disadvantage, Mylar is very expensive. So look at me showing off. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and... Dope! Hi, Dope! I was just talking about how amazing you are that you're going to do a live stream with me. I think the word I used was amazing. So you can see that it just, I don't know. I like the way these things look in Mylar. I think they make your collection pop. So Dope, if you're just here, Tempo Roboto is asking about Mylar, the difference. And I just think they take something that is very flawed. I buy very cheap comics, very flawed comics. And where I do invest is the Mylar, because they actually take my flawed and cheap comics and they make them look like other people's amazing collections. So here's another one. We're going to put this in Mylar. So this is Bob, Son of Battle, the story of a sheepdog. And somebody wrote 8 cents on it. Hey, you got a bargain, 2 cents off. But look at this gorgeous, gorgeous painted cover. Gorgeous. Okay, so Tempo Roboto, they actually are starting to make Mylar for vinyl. And they're also starting to slab vinyls, which is just crazy, but it's happening. Anyways, so we're going to take this, Bob, Son of Battle, and we're going to look for, this is number 729, and it's from 1956. Wow. 1956, this comic. It's just crazy. And look at this awesome, their eyes are tricks in, well, that's like some high-tech photography there. Look at that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the Mylar. Like I said, it's very flawed. It's got creases. It's not a nice comic when you come down to it. But in this Mylar, it's going to get new life. Something from 1956 should not be thrown away. if it's not moldy. I mean, and by putting it in this Mylar, it will heighten some of the defects, but most often it really does make the comic look better, and it helps preserve it for longer. And when you think I only got these comics for like $1 or so, um, for something from 1956, to me, I think that's just insane. And so here we go. You can see the line down the cover, but overall, this just pops, in my opinion. Slabs are lame. Uh, you're probably going to get some people mad on the stream. That's a whole other discussion. Some people are adamant against slabs. I kind of like them for the art. Some people don't like them because they don't want to have to, because they want to read their comics. I think they're beautiful for display. And I pick up slabs if I can get them cheap, like most of my comics. And some people slab things and they're not happy with the results. They were expecting a higher grade. And so then they go ahead and sell it. What are we going to do next? I'm going through my comics. Oh, let's do this. Oh, these two. We got to do these two. Look at this insane comic. This is so cool that I got this. It's a freaking Frazetta cover. Look at that. And I'm going to say that demon monster is kind of hot. I'm not lying to you. This is Adventures into the Unknown with Frazetta, Williamson, Sutton, and more. It's #1, and it does have a little bit of a crease here. You can see the Frazetta. Like, look at that. Cool art. I mean, come on. Let's get this into... Now, the problem is I don't think this is Silver Age. It might be a regular. You know what? Let's put it into a Silver Age anyway. It deserves it. Yeah, the slab for vinyl is weird. But just like anything, a lot of vinyl has become collectible. And it's not like you listen to it anymore, especially the really valuable ones. And so I can see why people might. And so the interior is, oh, look at that. The interior is black and white. That's the way I look in the morning when I roll out of bed. Okay, here. Yeah, but wow. And look at the back. The power of Frazetta. So I actually did, this one is a little bit curled up here at the top. I actually did a video where I talked about going to the Frazetta Museum, the one that's in Pennsylvania. I know there's another one in Florida. Wow. And I drugged my friend to it, and he didn't really want to go. I'm like, nope, we're going. And he actually ended up enjoying it. So I'm sliding this into the Mylar. The proportions of this comic is a little bit off. Like, it's taller than a normal comic, and so it's going to the very top and the very bottom. We got a little bit on the sides, but look at that. Don't tell me that doesn't look 1,000 times better than that ratty old bag. Wow, look at that Frazetta cover. Yeah, Frazetta. There's a couple albums that have Frazetta art that I'm still on the hunt for. One of them is Nazareth. Every time I go to a record store, I'm looking for a couple Nazareth albums, and I just can't find them. And I found one once, but it was all beat up, and I wasn't going to take it. So I think the final one that we're going to do today, and look at this. This is so cool. So we're going to end with this 15-cent Aquaman. How cool is that cover? The lighting, the composition. This is kind of like during that maybe late 60s, like kind of, what do you call that? That 60s vibe. It's so cool. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it out of the bag. Let's get rid of that comment. So this is the last comic of the afternoon. It's Aquaman number 51. I can't hold onto you. It's giving me Stallone vibes there. The interior is a triptych, and this one is from 1970. So I was 2. And the big pull. Oh my gosh, I read this one. I remember reading it. Yeah. Look at this. Look at her face here and here. I mean, this stuff is. Oh yes, I remember reviewing this. Look at her. You can see right up her nose. Yeah, I remember reading and reviewing this, but now it's going into Mylar. Ooh, and the backup story is Dead Man by Neil Adams. The art is Neil Adams in this Dead Man. So cool. Yeah, this is a cool issue. Okay, and look at the back. Monsters. This is a cool, overall, cool ass comic. And this is the last one. And in fact, oh, you know what? This one might be silver, and I have a gold bag. Oops. Sorry. Awkward. Let me grab a silver backing board. I might have to do just one more gold because I have one gold bag sitting here. Okay, sorry. I prepared, but we just have one. I should have ended with a golden and not a silver. Sorry, everybody. You can see my hair. I need to. It's hot. I'm going to take a shower after I have lunch. Okay, TMI, right? Let's look at the comments. Dope. Yes, I can see that. Oh yeah, my favorite sleeves. Yeah. Finding really good vinyl sleeves is interesting. I go back and forth. Yeah. And then looks like Oscar turned hippie. Who is Oscar? If I had an Oscar, my wiener. Why am I singing that? Okay, that's a really phallic song. Okay, looks like Oscar turned hippie. Is his name Oscar? What's Aquaman's name? That's his name's not Oscar. What is Aquaman's name? I totally should know that. I mean, it was in the movies and everything. Like, why am I not knowing Aquaman's real name? That's crazy. Okay, here we go. This gorgeous Aquaman. This is a cool comic, people. This is a cool comic. You should have it in your collection. The cover's great. The interior is hilarious. The backup story with Dead Man by Neil Adams. Wow, this is a good one to have in your collection. I'm glad that I have it. So this is number 51. It's a 15 center. Mine is very flawed, but I'm very happy to actually have it. So there you go. I'm going to do a quick review and show you what I mylar'd this morning. So we'll do like a review. We'll go backward in time. So we're entering the temporal section of my live stream. So here we have Aquaman. This awesome, sexy Frazetta. We got a couple Dells. Look at that one. Here's a requested Daffy. Look at that. Beautiful. Here's Fury. Look at that red backdrop. You can't even really tell that this is missing. I'll just hold it like that. Oh, my dog. Good thing I'm ending right now because the dog is outside scratching to get in. Here is Spaceman, which I didn't Mylar on this show. I don't have a schedule when I live stream. I'm sorry. I'm very impromptu. But I should, during the summer, I should try to do that. This one is kind of bursting out. I might have to take it out of this Tarzan. Here is the hot-looking Nick Fury there. Here's Steve Gannon. I'm rushing because my dog's like scratching. Here's Kona. Look at that. All right, a few more. Adam Strange or Strange Adventures. Challengers of the Unknown. Timberwolf and Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. This awesome 10-cent Robin Hood. Can you hear my dog? I'm going to get my husband because he knows. I sent him a text. And he knows. So he's probably doing it on purpose. Iron Iron Wolf, Tom and Jerry. I think I started with this one, but it's out of order. And then finally, Donald Duck, the overnight hero. Oh, Oscar the Grouch. Okay. The monster from the other book with the long hair. Okay, thank you, Up and Adam, because I was kind of I didn't know. So I want to thank all of you for joining me, watching me do this boring task. It got I've got so much Mylar, like all these bags and boards, and I just need to get rid of them. And so I might do another one of these like very, very soon. Thank you, Temporobato, and everybody else who is here. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream.